Hey, I'm Brian from Leisure Travel Vans, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the three-way fridge that's inside your coach. So some of these fridges, you will see that they have a capacitive touch screen like this. Other ones will have a dial, but the function of them is essentially the same. In this case, we're going to walk through the dial functions on this particular fridge. It's a dial and a button at the same time. So you have a little LCD display here. This is what's going to display the temperature setting. It's also going to display the setting that it's on right now. You can see right now it's set to auto. And because we're plugged into shore power right now, it's using the 110 power as priorities.
What happens if I want to turn it over to propane?
If you want to turn it to propane for whatever reason, you can press this button, which will bring it into the settings mode where you can, now you can adjust it to, let's say down to where it says auto. Press that again and you can now adjust using the dial. If you want to turn it to battery, you can turn it to propane or set it to 110 permanently. That's how you do that. So if, let's say if you want to set it to propane, you click on that and then cycle over to this little arrow here for, that's like your enter key. Hit that and now you're set to propane. Back to there again and you can flip it over to the little battery symbol.
So the battery means 12 volt power.
The battery is going to be your 12 volt power, correct?
Okay.
Battery power, it will not automatically go to unless if you have the chassis running. When the chassis is running, it senses the ignition signal from the chassis and it will then turn it to battery mode automatically. So when you're driving down the highway, it will be running on battery mode. I wouldn't recommend using battery when you're just boondocking or anything like that because the battery power will be reduced significantly on your coach batteries. You will end up killing your batteries very quickly. For best efficiency, propane and shore power is always your best bet. So in this case, we're gonna again leave it to automatic and it's gonna try to light on propane.
What about setting for the temperature?
Setting temperature is the same idea. We're gonna use this dial again. You're pressing the button and you'll see it lights up with just the temperature control. And there too, you can just set it to higher or lower. Set it to where you like it.
And that sets the temperature in the fridge and in the freezer, correct?
Well, let's go into these icons here. Again, we're gonna use this control panel to get into it.
Okay.
We're gonna cycle down and here you can see a couple of the different icons there. The battery level for one thing. You also have a couple of the other icons here. We can go into those and see what those are. So number one here, you have this little light bulb. This one is gonna be your screen brightness. So you can see how the screen is going bright and dim as we're adjusting it. So we'll leave that on full bright there. This one is just for the sound, for the alarms. And then we also have a couple other icons like the one for the defrost. So you can turn that on.
Oh, what nice.
If propane's not available, it will throw an error code because it's not lighting on propane, so it's sensing that it's not lighting. So it needs to be, that error code will need to be reset. So you can see in this case now we've got an error code because the flame was not detected. So we're out of propane or the propane has been shut off, or possibly even when the propane was filled, a little bit of air might be in the lines and needs to be purged out. If it needs to be purged out, sometimes that can take maybe 3 cycles of resetting this error code. So in order to reset the error code, you can press and hold this button for 2 seconds. And it'll reset. And then that go, you're gonna hear one of these beeps for that error code being reset. If you hold it in much longer than that, the fridge will just turn off and it won't be reset. And now it's reset the error code, the error light is no longer lit, and it will try to light on propane again.
What a couple little maintenance items would you say are good ideas?
A couple good ideas would be on the outside of the coach, there's a couple vents on your sidewall that you'll see. Make sure that those are never blocked at any point. So just make sure they're clean. And once in a while you can actually remove those vents, and inside there, you can actually make sure that area is clean as well. These shelves are all adjustable. These are wire shelves inside the coach.
They got the little stops here, so nothing slides out when you're driving. Nice.
There's 3 shelves in there, 3 wire shelves in the fridge. In the freezer, there's no shelving, but lots of space in there available.
Gets nice and cold.
So yeah, these are adjustable shelves in here. You can, there's several different points where you can put it. There's just this hardware on the side here is where you adjust it.
I see that.
And in the door panel, there's these 2 adjustable trays.
This way, so that'll be easier to do it that way.
These trays are adjustable. They just lift off. So there's a couple different spots where you can move them to.
Nice and easy for cleaning too. I guess soap and water for cleaning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
And then down below here, we also have another tray. It is also removable if you don't want to have it there. Down below, there's also the crisper drawer if you want to pull that out.
Isn't that cool? I didn't even know it had that.
And a little adjustable settings there for if you want it more for the fruit side or the veggies. So we'll talk a little bit about the doors as well. So these doors, they open up both ways. They'll open up from the front or the back, right or left. When you put the fridge into storage, you want to make sure it's turned off. So again, you're using the dial to make sure it's turned to off. And these doors as well, they do also have a storage clip here. If you open this up, this will actually clip in place right there. So when you're in storage, you can actually do this just to make sure no mold or mildew builds up within the fridge as well. So just make sure we'll close that for normal use. And what can happen as well, these doors, they may become out of alignment. It could happen where maybe one side won't close properly. In order to fix that, you can actually remove the entire door. By doing that, you would have to tape these pins. You see there's going to be 4 pins on each door. There's one here, and also on the bottom here. You would tape these shut, and then you'd be able to close the door and open it up using both handles. There is an SOP procedure on how to do this as well. Another quick tip about the doors as well, these doors are quite tall. The fridge door is quite tall. So if you're only closing it from the top, there's a chance at the bottom may still need to be clipped in. So always make sure that when you're closing the door, ideally close it in the middle. That'll lock both of them. And if you're not sure why one side isn't opening up properly, just make sure that the bottom is fully clipped in as well.